Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another Hobby Collab hobby stream. Today we're going to be painting up, well, are we painting up? I guess we're doing some more basing for some Blood Bowl.
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm basing. You're basing mostly too,
I'm
right?
basing mostly too, yeah.
You're basing your army, which we can't call Beastmen, we now know.
You can't call them that.
Yeah.
That's
and
not.
So what is your army?
I think it's Chaos Chosen.
Chaos
is the GW name. I'm calling them the 8-pointers.
Okay.
Because of Chaos 8 points, yeah.
Meanwhile, I actually have John's team here.
Yeah.
John has a fully painted Blood Bowl team, but they weren't based.
Yeah.
He has Wood Elves, so I'm gonna just like base them in this like crazy covering the base in stuff.
Yeah, covering in stuff.
Covering in tufts is kind of what I'm going for here. You can kind of see. I'll zoom in a little bit here. You can kind of see.
Here, want to see if it's on autofocus?
Oh yeah, this was actually painted by someone in John's family who's an oil painter. It's super glossy, and we're gonna kind of see if we can talk John into letting us matte varnish this, because she did a really good job, the person who painted it, but we're not sure. Like the theory is that they were an oil painter.
Yes.
And the theory is that she was trying to be helpful to John and be like, oh, these are miniatures that get played with, so we need a varnish, and this is like what she had.
Yeah. Listen, that paint job is safe.
The paint job is very safe. So we're thinking we want to try to matte varnish and see if we can make it not look so glossy. But, you know, these are John's models, so it's his call if he wants super glossy Wood Elves or not.
Yeah.
You and I just are allergic to glossy.
Yes. And I have my team up here. Here, you want me to show those?
Yes,
too?
yes.
So these are not finished, but I'm going to be mostly working on the basing today.
Yeah.
Why is it not focus? Focus. There we go. Is it gonna? You know, you have autofocus on the camera. It's a very lazy autofocus.
It is.
So I still have to do some scans. Still have to pick out some of the details.
The color is so cool.
Oh, thank you. But yeah.
Are you going with these pastel green? No, the rims are going to be black.
Oh no, the rims are definitely going to be black because that's the only color they're allowed to be. Maybe this exception, I would do dark green.
Okay.
But it's going to be dark. All right, cool.
So that's, hold on, wait. Let's look at a couple here real quick. This is like one of the goat people.
Yeah. Wow, you can't. We don't call them that.
Goat
anymore.
people, beastmen.
Yeah. So,
also inappropriate. Okay.
Yeah. Sweet. So you're going to be doing some. You're going to be doing flock, not even adding basing.
Honestly, I'm barely even. Yeah, mostly just adding tufts.
Gluing tufts.
Now, the other thing is I have a couple other things. I'm going to do some tall grass.
Right.
You guys know I love me my tall grass. And I'm going to do, over here, I dug up, I have these from just like forever ago. I have these little plants, little wildflower plants that I'm going to put in on a couple of them.
That makes sense. They're Wood Elves.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm going to be putting on some, so I just added some texture paste to these right before the show, so I'm going to be putting some contrast on these to make sure they're...
Sorry, I put up a poll. I don't know if you saw the poll.
I have not seen it yet.
Okay, I asked, do you ever remember, like, when you were a kid, these are less common, I feel like, now. Do you ever remember those, like, tins people gave each other around Christmas? That you open up the
full
top.
Of popcorn?
Yeah, full of popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there's 3 types of popcorn. Uh-huh. That's the poll.
What is the best kind?
Yeah, the butter, the caramel, or the cheese.
Ooh, the caramel. As a kid, the caramel.
As a kid, you like the caramel?
All right. Do we have anyone? Oh, sorry. I feel like I'm blowing the mic.
Yeah, I think it's you and me. We can probably turn it down to like 6. Maybe 9.
So, all right. Do we have anyone from Chicago here? Anyone in the chat from Chicago? Because I believe the thing that they do in Chicago is they mix the cheese and the caramel. Or something like that. Is it cheese and chocolate?
Yeah.
Anyway, we should get rid of Chicago.
Yeah.
Just for that. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? These are good brushes, right? I probably can't. These are not wash brushes.
Yeah, you got Megan's mug.
Oh.
Yep, those are all good. I'd be unless you want a talking to.
I'll just lock the door. She can't stop me.
I know. No, what was I going to say? Oh, So you don't right out of the gate. You don't. Yours is the caramel.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had it since I was a kid, so I mean, that's my last.
Do you like that caramel-y style popcorn?
Fine.
Cracker Jack.
It's fine. Cracker Jacks are fine. I mean, I don't think
you were in the Navy.
Yeah, so that means I have to like Cracker Jacks.
Yeah, because there's a.
Or do I have to hate it because I don't know. We don't. You can't call it that unless you're in. It's
Yeah.
You can't. You're not allowed to call it that.
Yeah. I mean, Cracker Jack is just caramel popcorn with peanuts added to it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Man, that is some like old school like sweet candy stuff. Like Boston baked beans.
Those are gross. I don't like those.
They're okay.
You like those?
They're fine. They taste like what they are, which is a candy for extremely old people.
Yeah.
All right, what is Gygax sewer?
I don't remember. Are the popcorn tin things still a thing?
I think so.
Okay. Like who? What? That's such a lazy ass gift.
Oh no.
Oh hey, I got you.
Thinking of popcorn. Yeah.
Here's your Christmas present from my family to yours.
It's popcorn.
I got you one of those popcorn tins.
Yeah, let's get
one of those popcorn tins from the 80s? Okay, thanks. That's what I'd be like. Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Wow, the popcorn tin that everyone gets, I guess, for 30 years and nobody likes, and we throw it all away in May.
Really? Okay, where are you from? You say not from Chicago, but cheese and caramel is common.
Tactilson?
Oh, wait, Tactile Son, yeah. Cody Bernard saying, Cody Bernard, okay, well, now we can dox him. He says he's from Chicago.
Cody is not from Chicago.
Close enough, he says.
He's from Winnipeg. I mean, I'm doxing. We got him.
Got him.
Snake in the grass, actually living in Chicago. All right. What I learned from my first test run of making one of these is any of these kind of tall things I really need to do first. So like the tall grass and these plants, these wildflowers are going to absolutely have to get done first. Otherwise, you can't really get you can't get down onto the base.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because you're just covering it with 20 tufts.
Exactly.
All right. I'm just covering slightly moist, rough texture from AK. I should probably get some of this. It seems pretty
rough.
Rough
AK
texture.
rough. Yeah, it's kind of my go-to.
It's pretty good. Oh, I just missed a huge spot.
I'm slightly off camera, folks. Sorry, and now I'm working with
He's working with precision tools.
precision tools. There we go. Cire, talk to me about Blood Bowl. We're gonna talk about your Blood Bowl team and my Blood Bowl team. I finally had my first game.
Uh-huh.
A reminder: I'm not actually playing in the league, which I'm sad about. I'll be honest, but that's okay. I had a lot else going on, and for me to get a Blood Bowl team painted up, when I'm also trying to add a lot of things to our AOS collection for multiple armies, kind of not in the cards. But we will do Blood Bowl almost certainly more than once. Especially now that we all have a team.
Yeah. The hardest part was getting the teams on.
Exactly.
On the table.
So, for sure, I'll play Blood Bowl on the channel at some point.
For sure, I'll play AOS.
For sure, I'll play AOS on the channel. So, anyway, I had my first. We had to learn to play.
Yeah, which I didn't go to, so I'm not going to know any of these rules.
Yeah, we're having another one this upcoming Sunday. We had one last Sunday. We're doing another one this Sunday. So I did get my first game in with Dwarves. I played our friend Dan. Dan is kind of like the guy for Blood Bowl. A little bit of context. You guys will meet Dan soon enough on stream. And a little bit of context. Dan is, when I say why do I say Dan's the guy? Up until COVID, Dan ran like the big Blood Bowl league in the South Bay. Yeah. That met every year, and it met at Game Council Mountain View, where we started our gaming club. So Dan knows the rules inside and out. He has a bunch of teams. He goes to events and plays. I don't know that he actually goes to competitive events. Plus, what a competitive Blood Bowl event is sort of different.
I feel like that it's kind of an oxymoron. I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, I'm sure there is competitive Blood Bowl, but Blood Bowl seems like a very beer and pretzels game.
Yes, which, by the way, I've brought this up before.
You hate this term.
I hate that term, yeah.
Sorry, we'll call it beer and Cracker Jacks from now on.
No, I that doesn't change it.
Okay, we'll call it.
I just hate the concept that somebody thinks they can say some kind of bizarre term like that, and I have not felt like I've seen consistency in my life about what it means. Does that make sense? I've been like totally wrecked by beer and pretzel game players.
Well, that's
before.
just because people. Yeah, no, that's just a fact of life. That if you ever say something is like, this is narrative, or this is casual, there's gonna be a person who's like, well, I'm still gonna bring the strongest, meanest list I can bring.
Rudy, not only do I use your reverse tweezers that you sent us, I'm also going to use like all.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Rudy basing material tonight. Now the first.
This is basically a Rudy stream.
The first wood elf I did. I used one of these 22 millimeter grass stuffs. These things are huge. They are awesome, and I did put it on her base. You can see, but I think I'm not going to use it on all of them because it's a bit of a style choice to have that. So I'll just do a few with that. This wood elf, I'm not going to put it on hers. I'm going to put the next size down. These are gamer grass. They call it XL, the gamer grass XL size. And I like this size as well. So I'm going to start here. And by the way, not that anyone needs tuft help. Like tufting is a hard skill, but I do like to tuft by starting with my first. Yeah, you put things that aren't tufts on. Then I like to start large and work down.
You already skipped that first step.
What do you mean?
You didn't add like a non-tuft texture.
No, I did now. I did.
Oh.
No, see, like this. Sorry, I meant this plant.
I thought
tall grass.
I thought you meant like basing like rough texture or.
Oh no, this doesn't have anything on it. It looks like they just painted the GW base, and yeah, because I'm covering the whole things in tufts.
Does matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry. Can I ask you a question? Could you click on the chat and do like Command plus a couple times?
No.
Because I'm old and can't see things. There we
we
go.
go.
One more time.
One more time?
Yeah, just one more time.
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
You can actually crap, dude.
Not really.
Oh, well.
Not really.
Need a telescope?
I need better contact lenses for one, which is too bad because I just got new ones. And I don't think they're great. If I'm honest.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you can say like, hey, this is a narrative event. Well, you know what the narrative is? The narrative is that I kicked your ass.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring a meta list.
Right.
I'm not saying I would do that, but I'm saying I think that is going to happen. Inevitably.
Yeah, narrative, we've talked so much about this on stream and other avenues and venues, but narrative, the best thing I've heard recently is what they do with the AOS narrative at Nova, which is that it's a lot of homework. They give themselves a lot of homework based on the players. Now, Maelstrom Mixer, the folks at Frontline, our friend Graham and... Faultline, excuse me, yeah, Graham and all those guys, they did a really good job of doing homework that kind of set up what would work and not work. And they had these missions and the custom missions and all this stuff. And it was a lot of, again, homework, quite honestly.
Yeah. It takes a lot to run an event like that to try and like offset that potential gaming of the system.
What the Nova guys do is they have some guidelines going in, but then what they really did that I thought was kind of interesting was they did a lot of homework centered around opponent matching.
Yeah.
They didn't just randomly match people using BCP. They actually kind of manually matched people up.
Yeah, like,
and a lot of it they did, but like round one they did.
Day of?
Yeah, no, like before.
Oh.
Again, homework, right?
Yeah.
Like it's going to be better that way.
All right. These guys are playing on a rough field.
Your guys are.
They should probably get some funding. This is like high school football level.
My guys are playing in a glade, which makes sense.
Yes.
I think. They're wood elves. This is like, yeah, you're seeing like their practice game.
This is skirmish games. Or
their practice. Just
practice.
their like yeah,
they're running drills.
Yeah, they're just running drills.
All right. Anyway, what's everyone else painting today? Anyone painting Blood Bowl? Did you leave a base in that slot? So I actually, right before the stream, had to glue up all of the slots on my bases.
I know.
Super annoying. Why do they do that?
Yeah, why are Blood Bowl on slotted bases? My theory is they're just trying to get rid of slotted bases.
They're just dumping them in the Blood Bowl. Yeah, you know what? That tracks.
Right? Yeah. All right, here we go. So this is what I'm going for. Also, we've got a gold rim. Again, I don't want to I don't know what choices were made and why on this painting this army, but it looks good. And we saw they has freehand. Some of them this one doesn't, but some have this awesome freehand pattern on them that's very cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to see miniatures painted by someone who wanted to try painting miniatures because they're an oil canvas painter.
Someone from a different, not profession, discipline.
Yeah, exactly. And then getting handed them and being like, okay, here you go, gotta get these stream ready. But I actually really think that the covering them in grass and tufts for the bases is working quite well for Wood Elves.
All right, so now I'm just about done getting the contrast paint over this rough texture paste. So we're gonna have to just be sitting here for a minute.
All right, so listen, let's chat some fun stuff.
Yeah.
You ready to chat fun stuff?
I like to chat fun stuff.
We're gonna come back to the popcorn thing because I have a lot of thoughts. Butter's now currently winning.
What? No, it's equal. It's a three-way split.
It's a three-way split. Oh, 15 votes. Come on.
I mean that adds up.
Vote. Get in here and vote.
it's perfect. It's it's three compartments.
Yeah,
this is
like what life is meant to be. Just 15 people sharing a tin of popcorn, 5 each on each type of popcorn. I'll be honest. I do like the mix though. I would be the annoying guy who'd be like, "Can I have some of each?"
Yeah, and I'd say, "Can you get out?
Can you not ruin our perfect system?"
We're trying to have a nice Christmas here. Can you stop ruining it?
We're trying to have a nice Christmas. Can you please pick a single popcorn flavor?
Yeah. What do I look like? Oh, thank you, Rudy, for the 5 gift the memberships.
Wow, we're all really impressed that you went to college and like to try new things now. But can you please pick one popcorn flavor?
Thank you so much, Rudy. Oh, we got someone added us. If you guys think Bloodblade is a light game, you're going to get destroyed by my team. See, I told you. There's always
a
one.
Random Bryce threat.
Yeah, there's always someone.
Was that a random?
See?
Was that a wild Bryce hopping in with just dropping?
I told you.
Throwing a threat down. Also, Bryce is Dan's choice to win.
Oh, really?
Because Bryce won the last Blood Bowl league that Dan. ran.
Interesting.
Yeah, Bryce knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. So
yeah, Bryce actually knows how to play Blood Bowl.
Rudy Picardo, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, Hobby Collab fam, how are 3D prints for Blood Bowl coming along? Also, just doing a supply check for the Hobby Collab team. Does anyone need anything, i.e. more tufts? Okay, is 3D prints for Blood Bowl coming along? I'm not sure if there's...
Yeah, so one has been printed, and then he's printing the other one. And actually, Rudy, we're going to paint them. Meg and I are going to paint them on stream on Sunday. I'm pretty sure. That's what she said, and I think that's what we're gonna do. We just want to make sure we get them.
What are you 3D printing? You guys are getting star players and stuff?
No, they're towers that we're gonna put
okay.
They're it's like terrain.
Okay, gotcha.
It's like unnecessary terrain, but it's gonna make it look cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. Supply check. I think we're pretty good, Rudy. You've got us pretty well supplied here. We'll see how many tufts you go through this. During this stream, though.
Yeah, no, Rudy, don't get us more tufts. At the same time, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, we'll always use tufts, but we're pretty good on tufts, and we kind of reconfigured our supply closet. Meg did actually, which is very awesome of her, and we kind of reset it up so that we have more space up top, and we moved all of our tufts and all of our the stuff Cire's using, all of our AK terrain stuff up there.
Yeah.
Which is very nice because we're kind of running out of cubbies in our U-line cubby system thing. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll let you know though. I think we're good. Rudy, you do plenty for us. I think we're pretty well set.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a segment or what?
No, let's chat some. Let's chat some segment here. So,
okay, which one is it?
Okay, you go. I think. Oh boy, we did this. How do we do this? This one. I think.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You ready to talk about this?
I'm ready.
This is your idea. Talk to me about where this comes from.
Passing the buck. So if this segment goes wrong, it's like this is all.
No. It was kind of your idea. Like we want to talk about. We want to talk about this concept, right?
All right, so you guys might have seen there was recently a GW article talking about a new Blood Bowl player, which is Chaos Dwarfs, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. They're really seeding Chaos Dwarfs. This better not be a big tease. But
I mean, listen, Chaos Dwarfs are very different than
Chaos Dwarfs in Blood Bowl,
and very different than what they might be in Sigmar. Just because they came out in Blood Bowl does not mean.
This is another thing we should talk about.
People like me saying that?
No, I think GW is starting to get away from all right, we don't need to put a twist on this idea that they went into as Age of Sigmar. We'll talk about that after.
Okay. I actually want to hear more about that.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, then I started blasting. This is a reference to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, obviously.
Well, yeah, so I think so, right? This is Dan DeVito. And now that's like, so I started blasting. Yeah. This is then I started blasting. I know. I think it is referencing it.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, why?
Because Blood Bowl is silly?
Yeah, right. I think if there's a game to do it, Blood Bowl is like...
the one.
I guess the one. And I appreciate it. And like Always Sunny is great. Like Always Sunny does not get the credit it deserves. It's the longest running sitcom on television. Mm-hmm. I always point out to people that it started when Bush 1 was president. No, Bush 2 was president. Sorry, that'd be really old. Yeah, and it's a great show. It's hilarious. But why did they reference it?
Because it's a meme. They like memes.
Do they?
Yeah. Well, for Blood Bowl.
Okay. All right.
Also, you mentioned, I don't know if it's in here.
I didn't. No, that's another one. I'm always ready to go on my Squigs Gone Wild rant. And again, I'm going to say that I'm pretty sure what happened with Squigs Gone Wild is that when they made up the rules, Squigs Gone Wild, which I'm guessing was Old World.
Probably Warhammer Fantasy.
Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah. When they made up the rules, Squigs Gone Wild, Girls Gone Wild was probably popular.
Yeah.
So it would have been in the 2000s. And I'm thinking at that point it wasn't apparent. A couple things. One, all right.
Couple things.
One, it wasn't apparent that the person who made the Girls Gone Wild videos was as horrible as he was. Although I guess, if
you thought about it for more than a second, you probably would have put those two together.
Yeah, and in general, it probably was the Girls Gone Wild videos were not as viewed. Like it was just a different time. It was a different time. It was just quite honestly a different time.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how the rule made it into 4th Ed Age of Sigmar. But I have a theory. The theory is that I've brought this theory up before. Nobody at GW who was involved in this team has any idea, has connected the dots.
Right.
Like, if you asked Matt, just look at Matt Rose. Go find a picture of Matt Rose and tell me that guy knows what Girls Gone Wild is.
I'm from Canada. I don't know what you're talking about.
He has no idea what Girls Gone Wild is. He has no idea that the rule came from that, that it makes no sense, and that it really needs to get its title changed. Now, again, I understand it's not hurting anybody, to call it Squigs Gone Wild, but it's just it shows a lack of understanding of what has happened in the past 20 years outside of Yeah. So I thought that this was weird, but you then said, what other fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So our idea for this segment was what? See, I'm kind of with you, Steve. I think they know.
You think they still? Well, you think they know? I don't think they know.
I think they know.
If Matt Rose knew, he'd change the name of the rule.
He would say, "We're not."
Come on, guys, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I think they know. I think they're just do our fans know though? Who cares?
Games Workshop, Matt Rose.
The guy
changed the name of Squigs Gone Wild. Anything else.
The guy who made Girls Gone Wild now works at GW on the AOS rules team.
That'd be interesting.
He's the one who made... He made the carriage on Overlord's rules.
That's why.
That's why they suck.
Oh my god.
Anyway, here, where's the so our idea was, all right, what are some other TV show references that we can put into GW products, and we had to come up with a rule for them.
Yeah, and so we want to. You know what? It's actually fun that we didn't put the text down.
Yeah,
we'll give chat a moment to see if they can figure out what text we want to put in with the picture. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So these are famous TV shows.
Famous that have famous lines.
A famous quote, right? So the famous quote, "It's always sunny in Philadelphia." Then I started blasting.
Girls Gone Wild.
Squigs Gone Wild.
Squigs Gone Wild.
All right. I'll give chat 20. How was it? 30 seconds? Whatever.
Sure. All right. Now this one actually, we started off with a hard one. Yeah. Because this is a newer show.
Yeah. But everyone knows it.
A lot of people know it. People know. You and I are obsessed with it. Yeah. And Megan, we all love this show. But I don't know how many people have actually seen this show. It's an HBO miniseries. Should we say the name of the show?
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mostly people are going to know. This is Chernobyl. Yeah. HBO miniseries Chernobyl.
What's the line?
What's the line that's going to get turned into a GW rule? First of all. Yeah. What line famous line from Chernobyl
is going to get turned into a rule? And then what is it? And then what is the rule?
And then we got to make up a rule for it. And this one, I'm curious to see if anybody will get the line.
Yes. No, it's my favorite comedy.
Yeah.
The dog episode.
I know. I'm excited for you to meet Ty at some point. I feel like by meeting Ty, we created a monster in chat now.
Oh my god.
That's a problem when we meet the people and we hang out with them, then they feel comfortable bullying us.
Well, they should always feel comfortable.
They should always feel comfortable
bullying us.
All right, come on, somebody knows the line. This makes me think Meg's not watching the stream, because Meg would have put the line up already.
Walks off and Kermit stick in the line. Oh, that's from... Isn't that like American... Isn't that Teddy Roosevelt?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Old TR.
Old.
All right. Well,
old Ironsides.
I don't know.
No, they call him that.
Nope.
I just.
Okay, what's the line? What's the line, Zach?
What's the line? Really? Nobody knows the line from Chernobyl?
They might. They're busy cooking dinner or something.
Meth.
Cooking meth.
Our average fan right now.
Is cooking
meth. There's not a lot of people in chat. It's a slow night. It's a slow Wednesday. Of the 14 people here with us, at least half of them are currently cooking meth.
All right, Meg got it.
Meg got it. Thank you,
Not great, not terrible.
Not great, not terrible. This comes from...
You shouldn't eat meth.
This comes from... once the accident starts to happen in Chernobyl, they're measuring the radiation with a... What's it called? A Röntgen meter or whatever? They're measuring the Röntgen
with levels. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called.
It's the radiation tool. Yeah. Their radiation tool is designed to go up, is to measure up to like 3.8.
It's like 5.
Yeah.
Or it's the max. Or something.
Yeah, it's designed to measure up to like 3.8, which is not a bad level of radiation.
Yeah.
So all the radiation meters are reading Röntgen's meter.
No, it's not called that.
The Röntgen's. Oh, Röntgen's is the named great unclean one. They keep saying, well, not great, not terrible. Yeah. Right? Like, it's an okay level. But actually, the radiation was like 500.
Yeah, it was something terrible.
It was like insane. It was like off the charts.
We're definitely not making a season 2.
Yeah, we're all
going to be dead.
We're actually dead within a day or like a week, So, anyway.
So what's the rule? What's the rule for not great, not terrible?
Not great, not terrible. I have one for AOS.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
So Doomfire Warlocks, and there's this reoccurring rule in Warhammer AOS. A few things have it. It's very powerful. Yeah. Where if you roll a redeploy, and you roll 1, 2, or 3, it counts as a 4. I was gonna say that if you roll a 1 or a 2, it counts as a 3.
Okay. That's
it.
That's not great.
So like
it's a Geiger counter. Thank you.
Geiger counter. So it's just like not great, not terrible. When this unit goes to redeploy, a 1 or a 2. No, even worse. A 1 counts as a 2. You may count a 1 as a 2.
Yeah. It's like it's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'm going. All right, cool. Instead of a 3-inch charge, you have a 5-inch charge. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking along the same lines.
Yeah, like it just like you said earlier, it gives you a free die roll of a 3.
Yeah, a free die roll of a 3.
It's almost like Yeah, it's like
fine.
it's like the Zinch Fate dice ability,
Yeah.
or
But you can't use it for damage.
Yeah, yeah,
You can only use it for a hit or
Yeah, and it's 3 on a D6.
Yeah, so it's not great, not terrible. All right, that's our. If you guys have any ideas for what you would do for these rules, please put them in the chat.
Not great, not terrible.
All right.
All right. So this could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
We understand there's a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm lines.
But there's one that probably sticks out.
There's one
a
that
recurring
sticks out.
one. All right, what's the line?
I'm trying to think
of. Let me think of a rule for this. This is Curb Your Enthusiasm. I think we said that.
Yeah.
Or it's just a picture of Larry David. That was.
It is from a scene of Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's not him saying this line that he says a lot because.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good too. That's not what we're thinking, but that one is not.
That's a good one.
Ty for sure, or
Elijah
for sure. All right, yeah. What's a good? Yeah. Rules that only specifically happen on a 7.
On a 2d6, so literally average.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm trying to think of a rule here.
I mean, the rule would have to be pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, right? Like, so he does that a lot, right? Pretty good. Yeah, I could see GW making the rule for this.
Yes.
And it would have to be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
What do you do for this? This would be something like... I don't know. It'd have to be something weird, because he only says the line when it's like something actually good has already happened.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Or something terrible's happened, but...
Yeah, yeah. And he kind of like barely recovers it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he does something horribly socially like he always does. And then like the next week he comes back to fix the problem. And they're like, okay, thanks for fixing the problem. And then he tries to talk them into how good he did fixing the problem, right? to get it even further. So I'm seeing it as like an end of turn ability.
Yeah, it has to be end of turn ability.
If at the end of the turn, like adding OC to like a unit if they killed him, if they made a charge roll this turn.
If you made a charge and destroyed a unit, increase your OC score by 1.
Right, and it fits Larry David too because it probably means you already have the objective anyway. Like it's what's done is done.
Yeah.
But now here's like a little perk that like, you don't probably really need.
Increase your OC score by 3.
By 3 if you
destroyed a unit.
It's
like, oh well, okay. All right.
That's classic. Classic Larry David.
Classic. All right, what do we got next? All right, the show is The Wire. What is the line? I feel like I have a pretty good idea for the rule for this one already.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, if
you're watching The Wire.
I'm watching The Wire right now,
time.
so
no spoilers.
No spoilers, unless you're gonna spoil season 1.
He's only seen season 1.
I've only seen the entirety of season 1 and part of season 2.
Yeah, and you're liking 2.
I'm liking it. Yeah.
I'm glad. I really liked season 2, and when I kind of went on and started reading about it, a lot of people didn't like season 2.
Yeah.
And that's too bad. I actually thought season 2 was maybe.
Never seen it.
I actually thought season 2 was maybe my favorite.
Interesting. I've seen it commonly said that it's one of the weaker, but not the weakest season.
I think most people think 4 is the weakest, or 5.
5, I think, is
5. But I also thought 5 was great too, and it sucks to hear that because 5 is the last one.
Yeah.
And so, but trust me, like you should watch because I don't think that that's accurate. Like for everybody, right? I don't think the numbers are that high up.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I thought 5 was amazing. I thought every season was great. I can't remember which one like I really liked the best.
All right, you guys got 10 more seconds to figure out what line.
It might have been 3 actually.
I think people say season 3 is probably the best.
Might have been 3. Yeah.
You guys have until I finish the sentence to say what is the line that is going to be associated with a rule. What's up, Pat? All right, the line is Omar coming.
Omar coming. Yeah, this is a line that like it happens at least a few times in season 1.
Yes.
Later on, Omar himself says it.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, it's a little bit of a spoiler. But later on, Omar just uses the line on his own.
Wow, that's
to threaten people.
That's a
Yeah.
It's like just using third person. He's literally using third person.
Yes, it is literally.
Yeah, that's
third
like a
person.
villain arc.
Yeah, absolutely.
Omar coming. All right, this is pretty easy. The rule is.
Well, okay, we gotta explain this for a little bit. Who people haven't seen The Wire.
All right,
go ahead.
Omar
Who's Omar?
Omar is a he sticks up and robs drug dealers.
Yeah. So in a world, West Baltimore, that is
that Doctor Who?
In a world where there's a lot of like the area is kind of controlled by drug dealers, and Omar is sort of this bizarre anti-hero.
Yeah,
in a
he's
way.
Robin Hood.
He's robbing the bad guys, but Omar himself is not really a good guy.
No, he's a bad person.
He's a bad person. Yeah. So Omar, basically, and he's famous because he uses a shotgun.
Yep, double barrel shotgun. You can see it hidden in his coat.
He's kind of crazy.
Yes.
Like he'll just go, and so like everyone's afraid of him, and he has a reputation for like not really losing shootouts.
Yeah.
Like, and he comes at night often.
Yeah.
And and he kind of just robs.
He's kind of like a Batman figure almost.
Yeah, he's very stealthy. He just sneaks in and suddenly there's like a shotgun in your face. He's
not above using children as shields.
Yeah, or they gather information for him as well.
Yeah.
He uses them to gather information for himself. So it's kind of an interesting character. So what's the rule?
The rule is straightforward. All right, if you have a character with the Omar Common rule, if you have a character within 12 inches, you take a CP from the enemy's CP pool and you give yourself one.
That'd be so strong in 4th.
Yeah, it would be.
Because CP stuff is like really uncommon, right?
Yeah.
In 4th ed, so that would be like super strong. Yeah, Omar does kind of mess with because he like operates on like knowing. He like waits to know when like is the right time to rob their safe house.
Yeah,
is kind of what he does. This happens also in Fargo, season 4.
I've only seen Fargo the movie.
This show's pretty great.
Okay.
Yeah, every season is so far has been good. In Fargo season 4, it takes place in the 20s or 30s.
Oh, interesting.
And there's these two girls that these two kind of like outlaw girls characters who are pretty much like Omar. They do the same thing. They rob.
Oh yeah.
They wait for a safe house to like be at its least safe, and then they rob it.
Oh, I like Patsy's idea for calling the rule "found the stash house."
Found the yeah.
Or here's if you can get a character within 12 inches of a enemy building in their territory, you get you take a CP from them.
You take a CP from
That's a good one.
Or he should just like or like remove the rules from a terrain from faction terrain.
Just something crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Okay, all right. What's the line? This scene is the exact line.
Okay, I feel like people are not going to get this one.
People your age are not going to get this one.
That's right, because people my age. Bro, I mean, I watched Seinfeld.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't watch it all the way. Not at the time, though. You know.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Because I would have been 2 years old.
This is.
I was in the pool.
No, not I was in the pool. That's a good guess. I was in the pool. That's a good guess though. This is you can see they're all like throwing their hands up, making sure there's.
I was in the pool. Yeah, that's no soup for you. It's not that one.
It's not that one though. That would have been a good one also.
That would have been easy. Yeah. No soup for you. That's you don't get a CP. Well, you don't get CP anymore. No soup for you is you lose OC.
Yeah, definitely.
Reduce OC by 1.
Yes, baseball season.
Baseball season got it.
Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with that. So one of the things Seinfeld tackled in a way that used to be the way comedians tackle things, and I think this is still up for debate among different people. And is it okay to take a controversial issue like bigotry or racism, which isn't a controversial issue?
No, it's just bad.
It's bad. Is it okay to take somebody who's being bigoted and make fun of them by like calling it out or making like jokes about them being bigoted or something, or like bringing up how stupid bigotry is? And so in the 90s, there was a lot of what we called gay panic. Mm-hmm. And Seinfeld had a lot of episodes addressing gay panic by kind of making fun of it. And this was this line where this was a show where they had some reason why they were trying to learn at least one, it might have been more than one character, was gay or not.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to ask because they were trying to be nice, and they didn't want to just go up and be like, hey, are you gay or whatever. So they would talk about it, and every time they're talking about it, they like would stop and be like, nah, there's anything wrong with that, right? So like that's kind of where this came from. So, okay, what's the rule? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Man, I don't know, but this flesh shade is super thick. Yeah, it's like a contrast fade. Look at that.
Is that Raglan flesh shade?
Yeah, look at that. I need to go find another one. All right, I'm gonna try to think of rules for this.
Rules for not that there's anything
Not
wrong
there's
with
anything
it.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
This one's harder. So it actually has to like let somebody else's rule happen. And then
But you get brownie points for being okay with it?
Yeah, you get some. Yeah, that's what it is. You get like, whenever someone uses a war scroll ability, the unit gets +1 OC, or the unit.
Yeah.
You roll on a die, and on a 3-up, the unit has to you get to pick. It's almost like Eye of the Gods.
Yeah.
But once something bad has happened to you instead of something good.
Yeah.
Right. Cancel an enemy ability and take the effects for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a decent one.
I would just love the CGW. Oh my god, I can't believe. Oh, welcome to Lab Rat baseball season.
Oh, thanks.
Emboldened by his Seinfeld knowledge.
Well, listen, I can't promise you this will be the only time we'll have Seinfeld.
We do talk about Seinfeld a lot.
It's come up more than once.
So wait, have you seen like all of Seinfeld? Do you feel like?
No, absolutely
No,
not.
you've just seen like episodes here and there.
Yeah, my parents used to watch it, and I would.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't like it because it wasn't a cartoon.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know. Definitely, I've known some younger people who've watched it and loved it, and some younger people who've watched it and been like,
I get it. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. I just don't really have I haven't spent the time to go watch the whole thing.
I think freaking Elaine's character, freaking Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character, Elaine, probably holds up the best. And that might be, I don't know, have you watched Veep?
No, we're going to watch that soon. Holly loves that show, so.
Veep is so good. Oh my god, Veep is killer. Yeah, and I think going back and watching, the characters are similar.
Yeah.
And she had 2 shows in between that failed.
Yeah, I know. There's the whole Seinfeld curse, right?
Well, that's just a thing. That's just really common.
Yeah.
It's very hard to be in a successful sitcom
and then
do later on do another one. Both from Friends, the two who I thought were the 2 funniest characters, Lisa Kudrow and Matt LeBlanc,
Yeah.
have tried a ton of stuff.
And just not had it.
So Matt LeBlanc eventually ended up on one of those shows where he plays himself, like a screwed up version of himself.
Yeah, which is great.
And that had some success. Lisa Kudrow honestly just does a crap ton of voice acting.
Yeah.
For different shows now.
Yeah.
But she never had her own breakout. She had a show on HBO that had 1 season, and then 10 years later had a 2nd season. That is kind of funny, and it's the same thing. She's playing a weird version of herself, because that was a thing. I don't know if you remember. That was a thing starting 2008 to 2016.
The alternate version of yourself.
You played an insane version of yourself. It started. The Brits started it, I think.
Yeah, I can believe that.
With Life's Too Short and Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant playing horrible versions of themselves.
I actually love that trip. My favorite version of that is Arrested Development with oh my gosh, what's his
Carl
name?
Weathers.
Carl
Weathers is
good.
so cheap.
He's a
right. He's
cheap,
super cheap, and he's
cheapskate.
how to get free food is his big thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Maybe that's what started it actually. Yeah, I love that. I mean, well, actually, in a way, Curb started it.
Yeah.
I mean, Curb might have been what started it.
Yeah, I think it is because it had the Seinfeld characters in it, right? And
well, it had Larry David playing himself.
Yeah, playing himself, and then the characters from Seinfeld actually come in. All right, we got one.
Yeah. Ted, save the chicken bone, add some potatoes, soup, carrots. You got a soup going.
You got a stew going.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh my
He's
God.
like, he was talking about how he saved money by giving up his flight.
Oh,
Like,
right.
guess who walked away with a couple $100 and missing my flight? So good. All right, last one. Can you hit it?
Yeah.
All right, this is one.
Oh, okay, this is a Cire
Yeah.
one. This is a Cire
Yeah, this is one because we were trying to think of shows. Like, the only show I've really watched is Twin Peaks and The Wire recently. So,
Yeah.
all right, this one's gonna be hard.
Cire.
There's a lot of lines from this.
Cire is a twin. Is one. You're one of those Twin Peaks people.
Oh yeah,
Our friend Kate is a Twin
Also a
Peaks.
Twin Peaks
is
person.
a Twin Peaks person. And other than you guys, I don't really know any Twin Peaks people. And I don't honestly like. I could see you and Kate getting along fine, of course, but I don't see a lot of similarities overall. And so I'm wondering, like, what kind of person is a Twin Peaks person?
someone who's committed enough to watch the whole thing through.
Is
that's
Holly
the only thing.
Is Holly a Twin Peaks person?
I think so.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Tactilson's a Twin Peaks person.
Yeah, Tactile, Son, and Ted. I know Ted is. At least
Ted
partially.
is?
Yeah. I think so. Ted, are you a Twin Peaks person?
I can see Molecule being a Twin Peaks person.
Oh yeah. If you want to add some friends, we were on break. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
we were
Ted.
on a break? Oh, that's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a great one, Soups. Yeah.
Well, we were on a break. What would that be? What rule would that be? That'd be like you're in combat
Yeah.
and.
Or what if you get double turned?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, if you didn't have priority in the past 2 turns, when you go to rally, you rally in a 2-up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because you're like, because you were on a break. No fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, this is the new Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it's a line that's said in multiple places, though.
Okay.
Tactile Son, that's a great one. That's one of my favorite lines.
Oh,
This
from...
kind of makes you wish you knew a little French.
I'm trying to think what Twin Peak lines I know. Because I watched the first season.
Damn good cup of coffee would be the one.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not that one.
Dude, well, I guess it's not a line, but I love the scene where they're losing their shit over the
brie and butter.
The brie and butter sandwich.
That's great.
That was the first time when I was watching that scene. That was the first time I tried watching the show without a lot of like guidance from a Twin Peaks person. And that was the first time I was watching. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I was watching. I was like,
"Am I high?
What is happening right now?
Are they high?"
Yeah, I was like, "Is this scene actually what like? Did they just like do? Is this one of those like scenes where they didn't? It was unscripted and they like just start goofing off and then they realized they liked it and put it in."
There's a lot of stuff like that in the show.
Okay.
But I think that was scripted to be that way.
Okay.
Also, there's a dick joke in there. You can't understand it though.
Oh my god.
But he was pissed apparently. It's like, I want to put a dick joke, so fuck them.
Oh my god.
They just can't hear it. All right, the line is it the future or is it the past?
Yeah. This feels like a Zinchurl.
Yeah. I feel like this could be a double turn.
This could be a double turn mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be something as simple as don't roll, just maintain whatever happened last turn.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So, actually, Archean has a rule like that, right?
Yeah, Archeon. Yeah, he has like it counts as you have a 4-up or something.
It helps and for a long while, everybody was not a long while, but people were initially confused about why that would be useful.
Yeah.
But it just lets you do it at the start of your hero phase.
Yeah.
You roll a die.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, it's my turn actually.
And that tells you what's happening next.
Yeah, exactly.
So like if you're going and you roll 4-up, then that means the chaos player has the next turn.
Yeah.
And then you know that you're about to double turn your opponent, whether you want to or not, right?
Yeah.
The guy used it against me in Nova, and it ended up being my turn.
Uh-oh.
He used it right away, like in turn 1 or something.
Oh, interesting.
Like I went, and then I think he went, and he used it, and it was my turn next. It's sort of an odd ability. I actually think in a lot of ways it's not good. Because it actually helped me So like playing Witch Elf, and I wrecked him immediately.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I wrecked him, because I knew that I didn't have to really suffer consequences of a double turn.
Right.
And so he showed me that. I was like, oh, okay, well, here I go. Right? Like, I think it kind of burned him in the end.
Yeah. All right, we got some other suggestions.
Okay. We're all, oh, yeah.
I liked the reroll double turn roll. That's kind of an interesting take on the rule.
Oh. Archer would have I actually don't like the show Archer very much, but it does have a lot of good phrasing.
Yeah. Phrasing could literally be a rule. All right, let's go to front. We'll keep talking about these though, but let's see where are you at?
Oh yeah. All right, here I'll show you guys where I'm at. How are we doing on time here? Oh, an hour in, perfect. An hour. Oh my God, I'm not actually halfway done. And I did one off air. Let's look at.
I've been doing some.
Let's look at yours first.
I did a couple of. Oh, be careful! I just painted this flesh shade.
Okay.
So I put some flesh shade on these because they needed it, and I'm still waiting for the ground to dry.
What's the ultimate goal for the base?
I'm gonna add some tufts. Maybe I'll add a little bit of static grass.
Okay. Are you going to put white lines on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
These guys are looking great. I love this green color you got.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a nurgly guy. Be careful, the shade is still drying. On his face, which you're holding him by.
So wait, don't
hold him by the face.
Don't grab him by the face? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, these look great, dude. Here, I'll show you. I'm starting to really love the way the heavy tufting team looks like all next to each other.
Oh yeah. It looks like they need to hire a guy with a lawnmower, though.
This is what I imagine Wood Elves would practice in, though. My favorite, actually, what I'm kind of realizing I like a lot is putting down some areas where it's lower. Like, so this guy, okay, so like, here's maybe one of my first ones. And I've got, here, it's a little confusing to see. I've got, like, not a lot. It's like here, and then here's the big one, and I got the tall grass. What I'm really liking, I did the last few ones, is I took this color, which I'm now almost out of, sadly, so I can only probably do this one more. It did like sort of like more. This is like almost looks more like open field.
Yeah.
Like where he's like actually close to a real open field where they would play, like here, and where's the other one I did that on? Here. Like she's almost like coming out of like the thicket a little bit more to throw the ball, and like this is the actual field itself.
They're running out of the woods to throw the football.
Yeah,
and they'll retreat back into
they're
it.
Cheating Wood Elves, yeah. I think John is gonna wreck people in the Blood Bowl League.
Yeah. Archer Danger Zone. That's weird because that's a reference to
another
reference, which is I guess it's debatable whether it's a reference to Top Gun or specifically the song.
I love Molecules, Sex and the City. Yeah. I couldn't help but wonder. Forces an opponent to look up and read a rule.
That's a good one.
Oh my God.
All right. Pete and Pete. But I don't know Pete and Pete.
No. Do you know what the show is? Have you ever heard of it?
No, I'm saying I don't know.
At all?
No.
Anything about it?
Mm-mm.
It was a Nickelodeon show. Mm-hmm. It was like one of their early live action shows that they actually made.
Oh, okay.
And in Pete and Pete, it's two brothers with the same name.
Okay.
And they're these two brothers living in the Midwest, and it's just aggressively quirky and bizarre and weird. Like, things are often not explained. So the younger kid has the younger kid's like 10, and he has like a tattoo of a Mexican girl on his arm.
Just
never explained how a 10-year-old got this. The mom had a plate in her head. A metal plate in her head.
Not explained.
Not really explained. And then she could use it to get like radio stations. And the younger brother had his own superhero, played by Toby Huss.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Toby Huss, he does a lot of voice work. He voice worked, the thing I just saw that he does is, he does Hank Hill's dad in King of the Hill.
Oh, interesting.
Cotton.
Yeah.
But he also, I don't think you saw the show. Here's another good rec from me to you. Halt and Catch Fire.
Halt and Catch Fire. I've heard of it.
Yeah. He's there's like 4 main characters in that, and then he's like the fifth main character.
Oh,
like he's in most episodes, but not all of them. And,
Okay.
Yeah. And he's very good in it, actually. Anyway, he played a superhero, like random superhero named Arnie. And there would be villains. So like one villain was this bully kid named Open Face because his face looked like an open face sandwich.
Oh my god.
Pete and Pete was pretty amazing. That's like definitely a thing Meg and I connected on very early in knowing each other, is that we both happen to like Pete and Pete. Because it's not a lot, you would like it, I'm pretty sure you would like it. Not a lot of people know it, and not a lot of people are like, oh, I guess it was okay. Or like, I didn't really watch it, it was weird. Yeah. Because it is pretty weird. It is sort of a weird show, for sure.
On the spectrum of weird, is it like Tim and Eric weird? Because I feel like that's kind of a...
Yeah, it'd be in the Tim and Eric
realm.
And it was like mid-90s, and it was just like... Yeah, it was the type of show I wouldn't have been surprised if my dad saw me watching it one day and told me he doesn't want me watching it anymore.
It's like, I don't...
Just like something weird. He's like, I just don't like it. Like,
it's ruining your brain.
My dad hated The Simpsons, and like kind of early on, tried to prevent me from watching it, but it didn't really stick. And he could never explain to me why when I got older.
Articulate.
As I said, by the time I was in high school, I'd ask him, and I'd be like, why do you hate that? And the reason I would bring it up is because it'd be like after school, and I'd be watching The Simpsons and like doing my homework or something, and and my dad would like walk back and like say hi to me or whatever, and then like stop and watch a few, and he'd like laugh his ass off at like 2 or 3 things, and then he'd leave.
You're like, not much fun.
And the very first time he did that, I remember being like, wait, Dad, this show's not, I thought you don't like this show, it's not funny. Or he was like, well, that was funny. And then he like walked away. And I remember like, and then my sister like picked that up too. Like she ended up having the same bizarre random hatred of adult animation. And like years ago, she wouldn't let my niece and nephew watch Bob's Burgers of all shows.
This is like the least offensive.
Yeah, I was like, what? And yeah, it's so bizarre. And I was like, I told her one time, I was like, you got that from Dad. I was like, he just randomly wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons, and he like couldn't explain ever to me why. Like as a kid, I'd be like, why not? What's wrong with The Simpsons, Dad? And he'd be like, I just don't like it or whatever. But what it was with The Simpsons was when that show came out, like you weren't even born. When that show came out, like it was all centered around Bart and being crass. Yeah. And so like there are these shirts everywhere, all out of nowhere, that were like Bart saying, "I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?" Yeah. It was like, oh my god, a cartoon's cursing, right? Because that never had been done before. And
how times have changed.
Right. And like it was all they really like amped up Bart's bad. Yeah. And you're watching a bad kid.
He's a bad boy.
The main character is a badly behaved kid. Yeah. And of course, by like halfway through season 2, the main character is Lisa.
And then it's Homer.
It's
for
Lisa
the rest
and Homer are the main characters. Bart is, I mean, like in the first 10 seasons where like everyone says that's the best like era of The Simpsons. Bart is hard by season 3. Bart's like barely a side character in most episodes, right? Yeah.
Okay. Do we have grass? Do we have static grass? How did we do that last time? I forget.
I'm trying to think about. Okay, now that you specified static grass, I don't think that this is the reason. You asked me if we have grass.
Yeah, you got grass.
Yeah, this is what the table looks like. It's just all grass. It's just all grass. In between you and me, there's only grass right now. This is like John asking if Arachnaroks are monsters, count as monsters. But what you're talking about something different. You're talking about the static. Yeah, it's all up there, Cire.
What did we use last time? Do you remember?
What do you mean? Well,
we've done static grass before. I know we've got a bunch here. I just don't know which one we used. Because this is like regular. This is like turf grass.
No, I don't. I really don't. To this day, I'm never gonna. I feel like I never have gotten an answer from my dad. I know. The whole table is a fucking dispensary right now, Cire. I never got an honest answer from my dad. Like, I could never really pin down why he didn't like it. My sister is same thing with like Bob's Burgers and Ren and Stimpy. she just didn't want her kids watching them, or she was like weirded out. I think they were just worried that it would make me weird. Honestly,
Mission failed.
I guess same with my sister. I think she's just like, I think it makes kids weird or something like, but I never really feel like I got a good answer. How did we do them last time? Sorry, let me actually answer your question instead of just continuing to ramble. When did we do them last time?
For the Blood Bowl, Orc Blood Bowl team.
Oh, you just went like the powder.
Is it the powder?
Yeah, the powder is up there on the top right, but you know, I've kind of shied away from that stuff because it's so flat looking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna put what do you call it on it though? I'm gonna put a wash on it.
Okay, it needs to dry forever.
Oh.
Well, not really. I mean, just like once you glue it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't wash is just gonna pick it up until it's like completely dry, which is fine. And it's also, I mean, it does look like turf. It looks like
which is what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna mix up a little. Maybe I'll make a little less watery of a solution.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Ugh. If I can get this glue out. Oh, that's way too much.
This is a good time to remind folks, or let folks know, that Michael Kleiman, who is a awesome high-level painter that Meg and I have met in at KublaCon. In fact, he kind of runs the painting show over there at KublaCon. Michael is our latest teacher. It's going to be teaching mandrills, doing mandrill classes. So his mandrill class is actually this Sunday at noon. Remember, at noon 15. Remember, if you are a mandrill, you just get these classes. So there's two ways you can enjoy this class if you are a mandrill. One, come into the class at 12:15 p.m. Pacific time. He'll be teaching. Come into the class. It's based on color contrasts. Michael does a lot of showpieces. You can see something here he's worked on. And you're going to be able to just like join the class. If you haven't done one before, they're pretty great. We've had, Michael is going to be actually our third teacher now. No. Yes, third.
Yes,
Devin,
third.
Tim, and now Michael. And you join the class, and you can ask questions. You can hobby along or just watch or do
whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
It's a free country.
Yeah, and so that's one way to watch it. Now, if you're like Saul and you're playing 40K at that time, you have a game or something else, then what you can do instead is you can watch it later when we upload it. Sometimes it takes us a little while to get them uploaded. There's still one of Timbits I need to upload, actually I think two of them. All of Devin's that he's done so far have been uploaded. Devin will be doing some more as well, by the way, in the near future. So once they're uploaded, you can go back and watch them, and hopefully you'll get nearly as much out of that. But it's really hard to beat like pulling your thing up, showing it on a camera, and saying to the person, "Hey, what could I do better right here?"
By thing we mean model.
Yeah, pulling your thing up.
Don't just pull your thing up on camera.
Pull your thing out on camera. Put it on and say to Devin, "Hey, Devin, what could I be doing better?
What do you think I should be doing different?
Devin, what's wrong with this? What could I do? What can I do to get this to work better for me? Tim, tell me how I can
improve this.
I'll just say it, Tim. Tell me how to make my cock better." That's the joke, guys. If you couldn't tell what the joke was, that's the joke.
That's the joke.
That's the joke. Right. The joke is thing we meant. Yeah. So anyway, please join if you are a mandrill, and ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a spoon? I know that's a weird thing to ask.
Sometimes in this room, but almost always in the kitchen.
It's a hobby. I need a hobby spoon.
There are hobby spoons, but I haven't. Yeah, they're in the kitchen. I haven't brought them into here.
Okay.
Is it hobby butter knife? Sometimes too.
This hobby paddle will do.
Hobby paddle.
It's a stick.
Hobby stick.
Okay.
Oh, Meg's gonna bring you a spoon. She says. I hear it. I hear the spoon.
I hear the spoon. Thank you. Hello, Meg.
My eyes.
Ah!
Wait, no, Meg. A plastic.
This is not a hobby spoon.
It's not a hobby spoon.
Right. I may have covered a little too much of the base here. This guy got too good. He got on the good part of the field.
My eyes.
Ah!
Listen, there's a delay. I didn't hear the whole thing.
Oh. Run back so you can see it.
There's a delay, so she didn't hear hobby spoon. Makes sense.
All right. This guy's got a little bit of grass on his...
I can't open this one. Oh, there we go.
Well, then we're just going to have to throw it away and do a different scheme.
Yeah, we had to throw it away and tell Rudy. Rudy, we couldn't use it. We had to throw it away. I tried a solid 4 or 5 seconds to open that thing, and it did not.
You just did not. You would not believe.
You would not believe it, Rudy. We had to throw it away. So, yes, Rudy, if you're asking, we could use more of this type of tough because we had to throw the last one you sent away. Rudy, by the way, obviously he knows. I hope he knows we're joking.
All right.
Okay. This guy's just gonna be running for it across tall grass. Look at this. Look at this elf.
Wow.
I kind of like this. Actually, my goblins are based pretty close to this.
Yes, I was going to say, you've done the heavy tufts before.
I have. I'm a big fan. Also, I feel like wood elves and tree spider goblins are good candidates for it.
Yes. All right.
Sorry, do you like basing?
I don't have an answer for that.
Shut up, Cire. You
Shut up, Cire.
sick your shit. Yes. Sometimes. It really depends if I feel like I have a good idea or not.
Okay.
Like, sometimes it's a chore, sometimes it's like kind of a fun thing.
Okay.
I feel like it's a nice kind of mindless task. In that regard, I like it.
With high ROI, in my opinion.
Yes.
If you like what you're doing and it's coming out well, the ROI is really
Through the roof.
Through the roof on basing, yeah. So that's kind of why I like it. As somebody who paints a lot of full armies, I know that I can take maybe an okay paint job, a pretty decent paint job for an army painter. I can take that, and I can do my matte varnish and my basing, and
Then
like
take it to the next level.
Get this ROI that's like it's the 80-20% rule, whatever they say, right? Like
80-20, like a hamburger?
No, like no, like 80% will be of what matters will be accomplished by 20% of what you do.
Oh, I see.
And
I thought you meant 80% lean meat, 20% fat.
yeah, no, I got it.
It's a joke about cocks.
Yeah, it's another
yeah,
classic.
You guys didn't
joke.
see that one though.
Yeah, you didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Ted thought it was.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Barry Hercules, member for 13 months, top 3 spoons in popular fiction.
Oh, jeez.
I have an answer. 1. There's an episode of Friends where it's a rare. It's super rare because one of the fun things about Friends is the way groups got formed for storylines.
Uh-huh.
And of course, that was like a goal of the show. They were like, this is going to be great. We have 6 people.
Yeah.
Right? And we can be like these 2 and these 2 and these 2 for a 3 storyline arc. These 2,
Yeah.
these 3 and these 2, or 3, 2, 1, or whatever they want to do, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, what the writers realized when they did that is that they got really good at certain groups of people.
Right.
And they really, really struggled for other ones.
Right. Some people just don't have the right chemistry.
So a super rare duet was Chandler and Rachel.
Okay.
And it got even harder when Chandler and Monica started dating, because then it was like,
Why
Monica,
would
why is Chandler there, not Monica, or
Yeah.
whatever, right? Like that. But there's one where something happening with them ordering cheesecakes, and like any friends of fans is gonna know the cheesecake episode. And basically like they ordered these like cheesecakes, and both Rachel and Chandler got like addicted to them, and they couldn't stop eating the cheesecakes. So anyway, there's this one kind of scene towards the end where they're fighting over a cheesecake in the hallway, and it falls and drops, and they're just like, and then they look at it and they're like getting ready to eat it, and then Joey comes around, and Joey like finally someone has found out their addiction, right? It's Joey of all people. Like Joey's the number one person. Like you don't want Monica or Ross finding out; they'll like rake you over the coals, right? And so Joey looks at him and looks back and forth at him, and then shakes his head, and from his front pocket under his coat pulls out a spoon, and the three of them just like kneel down and start eating this cheesecake off the floor. It's like amazing. So the spoon Joey pulls out from his pocket in the cheesecake episode of Friends. That's one.
Let's see. What other spoons? There's got to be one where someone's smoking some meth or something.
What's like spoon from? Is it the Tick?
The
The
Tick?
Tick cartoon, like from the '90s, wasn't spoon like his rallying cry? Like he was trying to figure out a rallying cry.
No, I have no idea.
You know who the Tick is?
He's the red guy.
No.
Oh.
He's blue.
Oh.
He's the superhero, like comedy superhero.
I have no idea then.
Yeah, there's like this show called The Tick. And there was a live action show of The Tick too that Patrick Warburton, aka
interesting.
Putty from Seinfeld,
Okay.
did. And in this like '90s cartoon version of The Tick, it was hilarious. He was like trying to, him and the other, his like sidekick was Arthur, who was like I think a moth. It's supposed to be a moth. And this is like The Tick is like it's a comedy, right? Yeah. Where they're like trying to be superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they're all kind of stupid. Like one is American Maid, and she's just like a woman in a maid outfit, and it's like she's a super maid woman, and they're all just like
Kind of crappy.
they're just like crappy people, kind of cosplaying as like these
Super-
fictional superheroes, but like this is accepted in this universe.
Right.
Anyway, there's something that happened with the Tick and Arthur trying to figure out a rallying call, and eventually the Tick just settles on spoon. And he like holds up a spoon before he like charges people. But it's only for like a few episodes, and they're like, "This is stupid. This is bad.
This isn't
rally."
working.
It's not intimidating." Or, all right, that's 2-0, Cire. You got
I don't have a lot of spoon.
the spoon Dale uses to eat the cherry pie in Twin Peaks,
There you go.
because it is psychotic when he eats that cherry pie.
He's.
Because he won't shut up. Also, kind of like the brie and butter thing. He won't
This is like-
shut up about the
This
cherry.
is. Listen,
Wait, is that no? Is it the coffee? Like what won't he? Is
it's
it both?
coffee. It's coffee and cherry pie together.
Coffee and cherry pie together. He won't shut up about it, right? Like when he goes to
It's
the
transcendent.
place. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Reese Witherspoon. Yeah, I do love Reese Witherspoon. She's pretty
That's
great.
good. All right, you guys got you guys. Clearly, a spoon is not my.
You're not.
It's not my,
This guy doesn't know spoons.
It's not my tool of choice.
Oh my god. I'm surprised how many spoons I knew.
You had spoons on the mind.
Spoons on the mind. There's also an episode of Seinfeld where everybody starts eating their like candy bars with a knife and fork.
Okay, I've seen that one.
You've seen that? Yeah, and they mention somebody eating M&Ms with a spoon.
Spoon. Jesus. All
The Room. I don't remember framed spoons in The Room. Have you seen The Room?
right.
know
I haven't
what
seen it
the-
in a long time.
You know what it is. though,
Yeah,
right?
with Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a rule we should have made up. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. If you lose,
Or people sure are strange these days. There's so many dumb lines.
you're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yeah, what's the really long one that they have to in the Disaster Artist that they like keep going through with him over and over again? It's like all these. He has to like say like a sequence of ones and he can't do it, and they're like the scene is like Seth Rogen and him like yelling over and over again.
I don't.
Oh, what is it, guys? What is it?
Like
Like
my favorite customer. All right, so I'm doing like a real patchy field over here. So like some of them have grass, some of them are like you can see. The
honestly, I hate this grass.
oh yeah,
But you're making it work, and I think it's just because it's supposed to be a football field.
yeah.
I think like that's what it is. Football fields look weird.
It says it's called turf. So
It's not actually grass. Here, we'll grab one of your guys. Now these are super. I gotta be careful here because this one actually is pretty heavily covered. Let me find one.
it's a little. This one's like pretty light. It's a little sparse.
Yeah, this looks good. I mean, they all look good, but so do not. Sorry, I wouldn't even paint. I wouldn't if I were you.
Yeah, don't even touch
I wouldn't
them.
even do the white
Yeah,
until tomorrow.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because it'll pick it right back up. You're going for like kind of a crappy football field.
Yeah, really crap football field. There we go. I'll probably add some tufts here and there too, so even it, add a little bit more. There isn't enough geese crap. There's not enough geese shit on this field. That's all I remember when I played football.
Goose shit
Why is
everywhere?
there geese crap everywhere?
There's a park nearby here that Meg and I call Goose Shit Park.
Just made me laugh. Damn it! I spent all this time keeping the tufts in one spot.
Oh, and it blew
that I
everywhere.
fucking laughed. All that for nothing.
Yeah. Goose Shit Park. It's basically covered in Canada geese and their feces.
All right. Well, if you want to, maybe you can get these all in a shot or something, and then I'll start tufting them up.
Tufting them up?
Because I'm not going to paint them, but I think I can add. I can super glue them. Some tufts to them.
You'll find out quick if it works or not.
Yeah.
There we go.
You got them all off camera.
The better part is I kept adding them off camera.
There we go.
Your team looks like it's going to be like a team full of like pretty average, consistent guys. Which brings us to our next segment. We
That's right.
actually have the rules for these things.
And you're going to have to explain them to me.
And I'm not going to be able to because all I know, it's a discussion. All I know in the middle there, all I know is the dwarf rules. But I do know some now. Excuse me. Huh. Okay.
All right, so if I know anything about beastmen, it's that they are going to be very average. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about chaos beastmen.
Yeah.
They're going to be, like, maybe stat-wise a little bit better than your average human.
Maybe.
But not as synergistic.
Some stat won't work as well, right? Maybe agility is a little bit better. Mm-hmm. So let's have a look. Move 6 is pretty good.
Okay.
But, for example, dwarves are like 4.
Yep.
But I did have, like, the troll slayers, I think, were 5.
Okay.
My runners were 6. So, actually, your movement doesn't look great. It looks okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Very, like, normal.
Yeah. Elves are often in the 7 range.
Yeah,
7
of
and
course,
above.
of course.
Well, we'll go to dwarves next here. Or no, maybe Meg did bring wood elves up. I can't remember what she brought up, dwarves or wood elves. Let me see what else I know.
Strength, I'm guessing, ST?
Strength is ST. That's very important. And not surprisingly, your kind of basic guys are 3.
Yeah.
Armor value is 9. That's actually good. Your armor value is surprisingly good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of 2d6 rolls against this.
Oh, I see.
And if you go over it, then bad things start to happen to your player.
Oh, okay.
That's what I learned on Sunday. So having 9 is actually pretty good.
10 for the chosen blockers.
Yeah, 10 for them. And their strength. Agility is fine. You do have to make agility rolls a lot.
Yeah, so 3-ups, it's like...
3-up is quite good.
Yeah, but not the best.
But also the thing is, I think the problem with agility rolls is that there's actions that if you fail in Blood Bowl, you turn the ball over, it's your opponent's turn. And a lot of them are centered around agility.
Right.
And so only really elves with agility 2 and like Skaven and stuff have the ability to like reliably do those things.
Okay.
So like in other words, you won't play in a style that's forcing you to make agility rolls.
Right.
Very often, unless you're an elf.
Okay.
Or a Skaven or whatever else. I think vampires are like 2.
Right.
Some vampires are 2. I forgot what PA is.
Seems like higher's better. Probably.
Yeah, I do forget what PA is.
Cool.
I'm not sure if it came up.
Nope.
And I don't know any of these skills.
Skills and traits. Horns.
I know only basic skills, which are block. None of your guys appear to have block.
Even the chosen blockers.
That's not good. Block is super good. None of your guys appear to have... That said, sorry, I say that, but you might have something else here that like works like block.
Mm-hmm. What is GMS?
Mighty Blow is good.
I don't have that guy though.
Okay, yeah, the cast.
Although I did buy a Minotaur, a 3D printed one.
PA's passing.
Passing.
And passing is a bad idea. Again, unless certain thing. So that's what I want. I want a passing team, and everyone tells me passing is really bad in Blood Bowl. And that's fine. But I still want the team that's best at it so that I can do it. And apparently it's High Elves and Elf Union
I bet.
are good at it. So that's the team I actually want to get, is some Elves. Let me see. I don't know. What do you have? Just the top 2?
Yep, and a Minotaur if I can get it painted up in time.
Okay.
And I don't know what our cost limit is.
1.2 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be close to fun.
You should get a Minotaur.
Yeah.
For sure. I think you're going to want him. I'm looking at his stats and how much he's only 50% more expensive than a blocker.
Yeah.
And for what you get here, it looks pretty amazing. The fact that your blockers have no skills is really weird.
Yeah.
You'll see when we go to the Dwarves. Frenzy is also very good.
Okay.
Frenzy means after you push somebody, which you'll be good at because you have a good strength. You push them, and then you have to do it, but you get to pick where you push them, and then for free you follow up and hit them again.
Wow.
So you could push them again, or you could knock them down. Thick Skull is also good, but not that good. It doesn't come up too often. Thick Skull, I think, makes it so that like it's something about if you get hurt, you can get back up again pretty easily or something. And then and Mighty Blow is also good, but I don't exactly remember what Mighty Blow did. But it was good. It makes hitting people better.
Good. So this seems like they just want to run and hit.
The Minotaur looks very, very good. I think you probably... And I don't know what horns do.
Yeah, we don't know what horns do. Does anyone know what horns do?
Does anyone know what horns do?
I'm guessing it's probably like...
You know what? You have the book is right there.
Oh. Let's look it up.
Let's look up horns.
Where would that be at?
Here, may I see?
Yeah.
The only reason I'm taking it from you, Cire, rather than just
look at
letting
this.
you look it up is because I know where all the teams are.
Oh.
And I think some of the rules are here. Let's see. You are what's it
Chaos
called?
Chosen.
Chaos Chosen. Horns. Are the rules? No, the rules are not right here.
Index, maybe. Anyway, I'm pretty excited to get that Minotaur. I couldn't get the official GW one because it's like out of stock, constantly out of stock. So I'm gonna have a 3D printed one. Hopefully by the next time if we want to do like a bigger extended season, I'll have the official model. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna run a 3D print.
When this player performs a block,
Okay.
Action as part of a blitz action, this means one player once per turn can move and then do a hit.
Okay.
Normally, you can only do one or the other.
Okay.
Blitz action, but not on its own, I think, which must mean that somebody else has to be adjacent to the person you're about to hit.
Okay.
You may apply a +1 modifier to their strength. This modifier is applied before counting assists, before applying any other strength modifiers, and before using any other skills or traits.
That's a +1.
So effectively, when you charge to hit somebody, you're strength 4.
Cool.
Instead of 3.
Which is fine for basic guys, right?
Yeah, it's that system where like if you match, you need this number.
Yeah.
If you're below, yeah. So it'll put you above humans, elves. It'll put
Undead,
you above
probably?
most things, most average things.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's it. The Minotaur.
I like really stupid as a skill and trait.
Really? Oh yeah,
Really stupid
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
chaos troll.
Yeah.
I think generally trolls are not very smart, except for like that one troll, the named troll, who's like super smart.
Oh, Trug or whatever. In Sigmar or in.
It was Old World.
Oh, Old World.
I don't remember his name. It might have been Trog. Anyway, show me your team.
Okay. I think I don't know if Meg pulled up the Wood Elves or the Dwarves for us to talk about next. Let me see.
Is it this one? Is
slide.
it this one?
Okay, the Wood
Wood
Elves. This will
Elves.
be interesting for us to see. Okay.
Oh, okay. So movement 7, 7, 8.
Yep.
So fast AF.
Super fast. Strength is not great. Catchers are strength 2.
Ooh, yeah.
You see all their agilities 2+. This
Yeah.
means they can kind of like walk by you and
Yeah.
get away with shit. Dodge means that if they fail that agility roll, they can re-roll it.
Oh, jeez.
So
okay.
you're never catching a Wood Elf catcher
Right.
because he needs to roll a 2
Two and
when he
then-
walks by you, and then he needs to fail it and then get a 1.
Yeah.
Pass lets you re-roll the pass roll. And so people say passing is bad, but like look at the Wood Elf thrower. He
Yeah.
throws on a 2 and he gets to re-roll it.
Yeah.
The problem is, and same with catch, and catch is an agility roll.
Right.
And so if you take a Wood Elf thrower, I don't know why people like if you take a Wood Elf thrower and throw it to a catcher,
It's a
they
two
both
up,
get the
two up
reroll.
reroll and then 2 up reroll.
yeah, sounds pretty good, but. It's also really easy. Like everyone the ball crosses over. It's not like American football where like only really one person near the football.
The line, yeah.
Like the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Front
the
corner or the
lineman has a
linebacker.
chance to tip it.
Yeah.
And maybe the corner or the safety has a
Yeah.
chance to intercept it. Instead, they're like, oh no, everyone can try
Yeah.
to intercept it. It's like every ball
Yeah.
is like there's no like high passes,
Yeah.
right? So I guess that's another strike against
Passing.
passing, yeah. Dodge is strong. I don't know what leap does. Block is strong. Block lets you just hit better.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this will be interesting. I'm curious to see John throwing the ball. Because I think, like, from the game I was playing, which was Dwarves versus Dark Elves, no one ever threw the ball. And yeah, no one ever threw the ball, and I wanted that to happen. I don't know.
You wanted people
yeah,
to-
I mean, it's cool.
Run
right?
game
Like,
is
well,
lame.
yeah. I mean, yeah, kind of. Like watching football teams that are like priding themselves on the run. Like
Not
it's
interesting.
cool, but it's not as interesting as passing, right?
No. You like that high risk, high reward.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
The other thing I think Blood Bowl gets wrong about passing, and one of the things that probably makes it not incentivized, is that there's no mechanisms, it looks like. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, and there might be, because I did see Meg actually had a template now that I think about it. But I don't know if there's mechanisms for, like in NFL, your average like top tier NFL quarterback can pretty much flawlessly throw a 5-yard pass and pick up like an 8-yard play, right? Like, not that things can't go wrong or whatever. He won't get hit before he throws the ball, whatever. But then a super long bomb, or even like 25 yards down the field is increasingly harder and harder.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a mechanism, Blood Bowl people, because I'm super new to this and I haven't even been in a game where a ball's been passed yet. Is there a mechanism that makes throwing the ball close range easier and long range harder? Oh, this is the other thing, yeah. So in real NFL, you can, like a corner or safety can cover a receiver.
Yeah.
But not really.
Yeah.
You can't, you're not allowed to like really touch the person
Pass
very
interference,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, pass interference is the thing. And so like you can just, this what Barry's saying now does totally make sense. Thank you, Barry. The reason is because you can just knock catch it down.
Crap,
Right.
the
You
crap
can
out
just
of
be
them.
near them. But see, their catchers have dodge, which makes it, I don't know, kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. All right.
We also have fan stuff, and we're getting kind of close on time.
Should we hop into that?
Should we
or?
do some fan stuff? Let's do some fan stuff.
Okay, let's hop right into fan stuff.
Now, there's one from a person that this is from Rashawn.
Oh, okay.
I think I have this if you click here.
We got the names.
It's the name, but one of them doesn't have the name for some reason. I think I forgot.
No, this says Seinfeld.
Oh, go to
That one.
yeah.
All right. This
This is Rashawn.
is Rashawn.
Yeah, Rashawn wanted to build something out of only spruce,
Oh, nice.
mostly spruce. This is, I think he said, is like 90% spruce. You can kind of see some of the things that probably aren't spruce,
Yeah.
and I think it's like the mushroom caps and stuff. But he made this almost entirely out of spruce, which was super cool. He wanted to do like a sprue challenge. We should do it again, Rashawn. We want to do it. I think we need more heads up and we need more fanfare around it. But we should definitely do a hobby collab sprue challenge. Build a sprue thing.
Cool.
I want to do more things like everyone makes 6 objectives or whatever.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
just
I think we
like-
should do that.
This is Nick and Knight.
I know that model. Some good old Varangard.
Yeah, this is his Vanguard. He's doing this white scheme
I like it.
with the glowing green.
White, gold, and green. Yeah.
White golden, yeah. Yeah, looks great.
Very nice.
Nick's an incredible painter.
I'm painting this exact model right now. Should be.
The exact one.
Yeah, with the scar. So Nick decided to go black on these recesses here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the one I'm doing right now. I put red, like blood, with some like blood streaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is cool.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
I really like what you did with the hooves.
Oh yeah, good hoof work.
Good hoof work.
Good hoof work.
Hoofing it.
Hoofing it for sure.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Nick. At night. Ooh.
Oh yeah, here he is. This is Juke Bubbly.
Juke Bubbly.
Yeah. And this is I know this is a Thunderbolt, and this
That's
is
a full size one, huh?
This is not Aeron. No, not sorry. This is not Thunderbolt. This is a Lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah.
Looks great. I love this model. I'm wondering, is this for Heresy or is it just for?
It must be for Heresy.
Yeah.
Or just painting it to paint it. Because it's too big to be an aeronautical one.
Yeah. Gandalf Smoke. What's the best team in Blood Bowl? I feel like I've heard that it's Wood Elves.
Wood Elves I know are very strong for like one-on-one play, but bad in seasonal play because they get injured easily. I also know Dwarves are supposed to be really good. I played like a really good guy in my first game, and it was 1-0. He won.
Okay.
So,
Halflings. Okay.
no.
All right. Ooh, Kronspine.
Yeah, this is, I think Anya was the name.
Arya.
Or Arya, yeah.
Ira.
This is a crap model to put together. It also looks not like the official GW one entirely.
It's a little thicker, huh?
Some stuff's up here, and I don't know if it was a kit bash
Or 3D print,
or a
maybe?
3D print or like what the deal is here. But the painting on it is quite good.
Yeah.
I really like the yellow white.
Yeah. A little bit of OSL coming off the base is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks very cool. Yeah,
It looks sturdier than.
It looks yeah. The GW one is really a pain in the butt to put together.
Yeah.
This one looks like it holds
Good job on the bone too.
solid.
Good
Yeah,
work
good
around.
bone. Good bone work.
Good bones.
We've seen some good hooves. Good
bones. Good airplanes. Good.
What a time to be alive.
All right. Thank you, Ira.
Yeah.
Ira. Oh, all right. Well,
This is Filippo.
of course it's Filippo.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm now thinking I might have picked the worst picture to share. Although I really want to show the blending.
Yeah, on the white.
On the white.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. He's doing, and the horse, by the
Yeah,
way. Also
horses
the
are
horse. Look at that horse. Wowie wow. Yeah. He is doing a Lumineth army. It looks insane. It looks incredible.
Yeah, look at that shadow on that
I know.
on the rear gold rune thing.
Yeah.
Look at that like little bit of like blue and purple
I
shadow.
know.
It's so good.
Be cool to one day play a game against Filippo.
One day. Hey, yeah,
Amazing
this
army.
completely feel shame about how
Yeah.
inadequate our army looks.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Filippo.
Thank you. Yeah, awesome work.
Oh.
This is Tactile Sun.
Tactile Sun.
Yeah.
Wait, this is Dwarfs?
These are dwarves. These are Blood Bowl dwarves.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, this is kind of what made me want to play this army. Is I love the look of them.
Yeah. They look almost sci-fi.
They do
A little bit, huh?
They do. They almost the colors he chose, I think, help with that a bit,
Yeah,
like being
blue,
more
yeah.
vibrant. Like, but yeah, these look great. I mean I like the color scheme. It screams like sports, right?
Yeah.
It's just like very
Sports
it's
ball.
bright. It's bright yellow and blue.
Yeah, it's great.
You know? The good beard work. I think-
Good beard work.
I like the guy in the back.
Oh yeah, his braid.
The beard,
Killing it.
the beard looks really good. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to paint mine. I hope if we do an additional season of Blood Bowl down the road, I can get them. I can get them on the table. But yeah, super nice work.
Yeah, thanks. Tactile Sun, right?
I think so. Is it?
Yeah, Tactile Sun. Yeah. And finally, this is wait. What is this? Oh, Bacon Golem.
Oh yeah, bacon golem. Yeah, I really like the shield. I like the red parts of the shield that they have going here.
Yeah.
They did kind of a big photo dump of both some Stormcast and some Grey Knights from 40K that they're working on.
Yeah, these look great.
Yeah, and I kind of did this focus on the shield. But thanks for the big photo dump, Bacon Golem, and keep up the good work.
Really digging this red. I'm guessing it's
Yes.
red contrast over a metallic.
I think so, right?
The little bit, and then it looks like a gold, maybe like a Liberator gold with like a Reichland flesh. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have any of these guys, but we should get some at some point.
We don't? Annihilators?
No Annihilators.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We should get some.
All right. And then
Awesome.
Back to Roshan.
Yeah, thank you, folks at home. Thank you. Yeah, some awesome stuff this week. And fun stuff. Yeah. Oh, no, wait, what happened here? I didn't finish this one.
You broke it.
I just didn't finish it. Oh,
What are you doing?
God.
What are you doing? All right. I'm at a point where I think I'm just going to start applying a couple more shades. Obviously, like I said, these aren't done yet. So I'm at a point where I'm going to start doing some skin washes on them. Let's see, who's done? Let's put the done pile over here. Or not done, but done with skin. Skin and fur. So none of these guys. He's good.
So today is National Cheeseburger Day.
Yes, I've been informed.
Rather than going out to our normal Aki location, which is like a Baja California-inspired Mexican fusion place that we normally go, we're going to go get burgers from another place we go very often.
Okay, I've never been to this one, I don't think. Moe's?
Yes, you have.
Oh, is it the one where? Oh, yes, it's where I got. That's where I got the eggs.
Yeah.
And we watched that man try to park that bus.
That's right. It's the same spot.
Yes, we watched a man try to park a bus. Eventually, he did
Well,
park the bus.
Yeah.
But then he was taking up like 4 spots.
And these are big spots too in
Yeah.
Campbell. He probably could have taken up 2,
Oh yeah.
but he chose to take up 4. And
And then we watched someone try to fit in the space behind them.
twice.
And the first guy was like, "Dude, this is not happening." Right? What are you doing? This is not. You're not gonna fit in that
Oh,
spot.
right. And then like, didn't he? Is that the one who like kind of left and then came back? And
He was at it for like 10 minutes. Like
But,
not
like,
exaggerating.
We kept thinking he was leaving.
Yeah,
but
he's
then,
like, no.
We'd look over and the car was back somehow, trying to do it. It was like an older guy too.
Yeah, it was. I was like, does he have dementia? Did he forget that he just didn't? He completely failed to park there a second ago.
Dude, you can't.
You
park
can't do
here.
it.
You don't know how to do it. You can't do it, dude.
Get over yourself, dude. You're not good enough for this.
I know. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, what a
Waste of
just
human
a
life.
real terrible person.
Anyway, that's why we like this place, because we eat outdoors and we can people watch.
Yeah,
And
and judge their parallel parking skills.
judge everything.
Yeah,
Really.
really. We like to get real judgmental
Yeah.
during dinner.
We like to say we're a nice hobby channel. and
Wrong.
we are, but
No.
no, we're not.
No, we're not.
We make fun of all the people in downtown Campbell.
How dare them try to park near us?
Yeah. How? Yeah.
All right. You know what? Something I'm starting to realize about skin and skin washes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For a while, I was on the like, oh man, contrasts are so good for skin.
I think shades is better.
I think shades are way
yeah,
better.
shades are so much better. Yeah, contrast is a little too thick. I think I typically and the one I'm starting to realize I like the most. My like skin recipe for anyone, like to kick it off.
Yeah.
For anyone that where you're not doing like bespoke like African skin, like super dark skin, is like Bugman's Glow.
Yeah.
I really like that, and then like honestly, I'm really liking Crimson.
Caribou Crimson.
Caribou Crimson as like as the wash on a lot of things.
Interesting. I feel like that'd be very red. Is it?
Well, I mean, I don't do it as like the final layer.
Oh,
Not
okay,
the final, but I do it kind of usually like right after the Bugman's Glow.
Gotcha.
And that like can be anything from probably like Indian, Middle Eastern, Latin American to like very white.
Yeah.
To like
There's all sorts of
like
places
British Isles, right? Yeah, you could have really. I don't know that I would do it for Asian skin or for like I said, very dark skin. But yeah, same. I don't like the contrast for it. I actually find, sorry, it's kind of funny. I actually overall have found, I've brought this up before. I found that I've overall struggled to find uses for contrast paint.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. What I like, I can tell you some ways I use it. One is my Witch Elf's hair has like that pink ombre. It's white with the pink ombre thing.
Yeah.
That's Magos purple. Or Magos pink. Or no, Volumpus pink.
Volupus pink.
Volumpus pink. That's that through an airbrush.
Right.
But I probably. Yeah, and I think I think that's probably the best type of. But I could probably have done it with an ink too.
Yeah.
In fact, I have used it in ink. So.
Is it even? I mean, that's kind of what contrasts are kind of trying to be. Is it ink?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure. I've just sort of struggled to find really good uses for contrast. Now, I'll say a couple other exceptions to that. The other thing I do like it for when it comes to skin is our flesh eater quartz.
Yeah, but we're using non-skin tone colors for those.
We're starting with a nice like airbrush gradient and kind of color palette that the airbrush really sets up, and then watering them down, quite honestly, quite a bunch. Which at that point you're starting to get back into just being a shade.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
it's good for all the little bullshit they put on the models.
Yes. I was telling Megan the other day, I was like, oh, just grab like this brown. She had to paint a belt on something, and I was like, oh, just grab the brown contrast and especially if you airbrush light and you go up to like light colors, the contrast will like cover it, but not enough to like natural highlights can kind of poke through.
Yeah,
because
it's probably translucent, transparent.
Yeah. So I do agree. That's a good point. That's a good call out, Ty. That might be pretty much all I really use it for.
I use them like inks, occasionally through an airbrush.
Yeah, mostly I'm using them through an airbrush too, Cire. I kind of struggle. What Ty's saying though is very true too.
Yeah. All right. How are we doing? I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm probably at a good stopping point.
We're close here. Yeah, I am on. It looks like I'm gonna have 3 left.
Just getting Reichland Flesh Shade is kind of a goat for these goats. It's a goat for these goats.
Yeah, regular Flesh Shade is great.
Right.
Yeah, I actually really like the GW shades. I think it's like one of their
strong
best product lines.
Yeah.
I'm super into Soul Blight Gray, which is a new one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a shade? I thought that was a contrast.
No, it is a shade. I did too, and then I realized it was a shade because it says shade on it. And I would say
that's a good
that's
indicator.
like I was like, oh, I guess this is a shade. Okay. I would actually say that it's a really crazy. The use cases for it are somewhat unique.
Yeah.
But when they show up, it's like exactly the right tool. The big one I liked it for is it's really cool shading on spider webs.
Oh, interesting.
For my spiders. So my gloom spike gets. So you pretty much just paint them everything totally white.
And then
You kind of go in and go under the area for shading with it, and you can do like multiple layers and stuff. So yeah, it was super
useful for that.
super useful for that. Yeah, I was, and then what else do I use it for? I mean, honestly, anytime you just need anytime you want to kind of be able to just like paint up to maximum white, not have to overthink it, and then bring it back down a bit.
Yeah,
Like because that's part of the problem with white, right? Is that you're like,
you know the rule is you never paint white, but like, damn, I got all this white paint. Like,
well, no, yeah, kind of, and I mean like, and I think that it never paint white. Like if something like a spider web, I want it to be white.
Yeah.
So and it's sort of like Ty said, it's little bullshit, right?
yeah,
For the gloom spike at spiders, so you just go ahead and paint it white.
yeah,
And then you bring it back down a bit, which I think is the Soul Blight Gray is super useful. All the browns are amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of a killer product line, honestly.
Where is a tweezer? Here we go.
Yeah, I wish we hadn't even brought up to John that his army is super glossy. Because I bet if we had just matte varnished them without asking,
He would've
and
been
then
like,
was like,
"That's
"Here you
fine."
go, we did the bases," he'd be like, "Oh, these look very cool."
Or he would have been like,
Where's my gloss?
I'm not going to show up on the channel anymore.
I'm sorry. Where is my high gloss?
Sir?
Wouldn't it be fun? Like we haven't really You're now doing a commission for John, but not real. I mean, it's hardly a commission. It's like,
yeah, it's like
can you paint these up super quick?
Yeah.
Like a little bit. What if we came to find out that John loves high gloss? He wants he never brings it up,
yeah,
but he really he wants everything to be super.
he's too nice to say anything about it, but he's
Yeah.
like super into it.
Yeah, he super loves mega high gloss armies. No, I'm not going to do it yet because it's John's army, and a family member painted them, and I don't want to undo what he cares about, right? So until John can definitively look me in the eye and say, yes, Matt varnished them, I'm not going to do it.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, but if he says, go ahead, I don't care, then I'll do it.
Give me smaller. Give me those little tiny guys.
I think I put them away.
Threw them in the
You
garbage.
can't use them. You're not allowed.
I can use them.
Oh, actually, yeah, they'll look good on yours.
All right. Well, I guess
we're out
of time.
We're
We're out of time.
Well, we're close.
You want me to throw? I'll throw a couple more tufts on.
No, it's okay.
No, let's do it. You can start saying our
I will
goodbyes.
talk about one last reminder because I do see some new people in here. We'll chat just briefly about the monthly challenge. If you're painting if you're painting models,
You should join our Discord.
You should join Discord. And if you're painting models and already in our Discord, don't forget about our Crowing for It contest. Sorry, can I have the mouse just for a
Yeah,
second?
if you're in our Discord, don't be weird around the new people.
Yeah, don't be weird around the new people.
Yeah, you're scaring them away.
You add the hashtag Crowing for It. The winner gets a fancy Discord title. Creative control over a section of a Castle and Crow mini. That's Soups, our mod. That's who you see right here.
That's him.
Looking like a psycho. Is painting. It looks super cool. I think he actually posted some of it.
Oh, he's
the
put
other
some
day.
more recently?
Yeah, I think he has. It's looking amazing. And usually then there's also, not usually, always a physical prize that I send out to the winners. So it's super fun, totally worth it. The big thing is, if you didn't see it back here, and at the end of the year, we're going to give somebody will win this Castle and Crow model. Make sure you add the hashtag Crowing for it wherever you post your model. Ideally, probably in work in progress, by the way.
Work in progress or hobby complete.
There's always a theme each month. This theme is when worlds collide. You take what you want with that theme and roll with it. But I will say this. As we vote on it, the mods and the cast vote on it, I will say this. We're getting to a point where the entries are often very awesome.
Yep.
And to break ties, we kind of use who went with the theme.
Well,
I
yeah.
would say. We've done
Also,
that.
we like people who like rules lawyer. If you can be like, well, technically.
Yeah. We do like rules.
We like a good
lawyers.
rules
We like
lawyer.
annoying people.
Yeah,
Yeah, we like that.
we reward that.
We reward it. Hey, I think that brings us pretty close to the end.
All right, you want to throw us here? I'll throw. We can once that roll call is done. I'll.
Oh yeah, so we can see the tufts. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mandros, as always. We super appreciate your extra support. We appreciate the support of everybody, of course. But this is what we do for Mandros. We put your name here. That's what you get.
And you get access to really
and
good
those classes.
access.
But the name
lessons.
roll is really cool.
Really, this is because you get to flex on people and be like, "Well, my name on the."
Wouldn't it be cool if, like, a couple years from now, we have like a lot of Mandros,
Mm-hmm.
and we just have to make this list go by really fast?
That would be a great scenario for both us and our fans.
Yeah, the fans like, "This is my name."
That doesn't say your name.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
That's also from The Simpsons.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. That's for taking credit for other
Credit
people's
is
work. Okay, let's take a look. Let's wrap it up here. We're gonna look
Wrap
at
it up.
Cire's.
Let's
Yeah, so
play 'em off.
the tufts are nice. They have a little texture. And then you've got the only thing he's got left is the lines.
Yep.
The lines will add a lot, and then the rim.
Painting the rim and then trimming off the slot filler.
Yeah.
Don't rip it off.
Looking good, dude.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Okay,
All right.
we did it. Anything else, Cire?
No, I think that's it.
Want to take us out?
Sure. As we like to say around here, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and always be creating.
Bye.
Bye.